Hello and welcome to the Tarkus Zone. Thank you for joining me. Today we're playing the game Palworld, and we're going to be talking about the small feed bag. This little gem is really nice, and you want to try to get it as soon as you possibly can because it's going to save you a lot of headaches and it's going to save you a lot of time. And how you get the small feed bag, it's in the purple column under the ancient technologies. So you need to be a world boss or the tower boss. Those are the two options you got. The tower boss, there's a quest that you go after a tower boss. If you beat that tower boss, you should get enough of the ancient points to buy the egg incubator and the small feed bag. But if you just go to the world bosses and kill one of them, you'll get those technology points too. All right, so let's talk about the small feed bag. So what it is when you look at your inventory, you got your normal inventory, but you've got this column here called key items. These key items, you never drop them and you never lose them. And these key items are the effigies that you find, any of the saddles that you make. This one was a headband. And then you've got the small feed bag. Well, just because the small feed bag is here in the items list, that doesn't mean it's working as an auto feeder. What you got to do is you got to pull the bag down into this slot here. This slot underneath your feet, you'll be able to put it right here. So when you auto starting up, it won't be there. And anytime you die and drop, you technically don't drop it permanently. It's going to be available to you. It's just that when you die, you do have to put the food back down here because it's still available to you. It's just that when you die, you drop the food and you're losing the food, and it's not going to auto go back in the bag when you pick up your items again. It's just going to be in your inventory. You'll have to drag whatever corresponding food you want to feed yourself. Now, what's nice about this is once you put the food here, it auto feeds you and it auto feeds the pals that are in your party. So any pal that you have in your party will be auto fed as long as there's food in that slot down here for the small feed bag. Now, also keep in mind that if you're mounting, especially if you're mounting flying, your pal won't eat from the bag while you're in the mounting position. So if you're flying around for a long time, you might get a message saying that your pal is hungry. It's not until you dismount then the pal will then start eating out of the food bag again. So that's just some tips there around it, and that's basically everything you need to really know about it. How you make it, let's just go back to the technology. How you make it is, what are the ingredients? We probably should talk about that. It's wood, fiber, and leather. So once you unlock it, pretty much you'll be able to make it quickly, get it into your quick feeding slot, and then you've got one thing you don't have to worry about anymore. And when I run my character, I just fill it I try to keep it topped off to around 400. I know that's a lot of weight to be carrying, but if I'm out for a long period of time, which I am because my weight limit now is over 1,000. So I do a lot of grinding, collecting a lot of things, and I'm out there a long time. And 61 pounds to me out of the 1,000 mark that I've got is nothing. It's just so that I'm prepared to do whatever I want without having to feel that I have to come back to the base to get more of the berries. But that's up to you. If you just want to leave shop with 80 of them or whatever, that's fine. Or whatever food you're going to use. These happen to be the baked berries. That seems simple to me to run right now. It meets all my needs, and they're not really hard to make. All right, well, thank you for joining me, and this has been the Tarkus Zone.